welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Laura's Chronic Life and I am Laura, and on this channel I make things to cope with chronic pain. On this week's video you will see the continuation of the learning to sew video. That video and this video were all supposed to be one video, but I talked too much and it was actually a lot to do an unboxing, a learning, and then a project all in one video. It really was a bit much, and not sure my audience wants an hour-long video from me. Maybe in the future, maybe. Anyway, so this is the skirt video where I practice making my first project, which is a skirt. I thought it would be easy. I don't think anything in sewing is going to be easy for me. I think this is going to be one big challenge until I get the hang of it, which is fine. I'm enjoying the process. If you haven't checked out, but if you have not checked out the Learning to Sew video, if you have not checked out Kubo, Mama's trying to film. Okay, let's try that again. If you haven't checked out the Learning to Sew video, I think it's funny. I had fun watching myself when I was editing it. I did not think it was funny at the time of learning to read these instructions. However, we got there in the end, and I still think it's funny watching it back, so not bothered. However, this video is about sewing the skirts. And I say skirts plural because I did try to do the right thing and do a mock-up with some old flannel sheets that we had lying around that we no longer have a mattress for, but I kept sheets because I keep things. And thought, hey, that's free fabric. I'll just use those. So I start off with the bed sheets and trying to make it into a skirt. And there's some issues there. There will be some issues you will see, but it turned out okay. I definitely am keeping the mock-up. It still works as a pretty fun skirt. I do need to still go back and hem both of them. I wanted to wear them and let them fray a little bit and then sew in a hem to keep that fray. I'm very pleased with how both skirts turned out. It was a challenge and a interesting learning experiment. It does make me excited for more sewing projects, so there will be more sewing projects on here. In fact, next week's video is me trying to make a fashion corset stays thing. I should not have picked that for my second project, but that's a whole separate video, and I hope you tune in to watch that too. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed, commented. All of that is helping the channel. Sharing the videos, all of that is helping the channel, and we're getting some traction. We're getting out there, and that is all due to you all who are watching, and thanks for sticking around. If you're new, I hope you enjoy and I hope you do stick around. I do follow-ish a tutorial here on YouTube. I will link that video below in case you want any of the measurements or to make one similar. Do not use my video to make one. This is not a tutorial. This is a watch her find out video. So yeah, if you want to make one of these, use the video that I will link in the description below. She does a real good job. It's a really easy, simple, quick video. So I would use that. All right, grab your hot beverage and enjoy. All right, to start off with, I needed to cut the bed sheets into the same amount of yardage that I bought. And so I bought 2 yards of fabric from Joann, And so I cut these sheets into 2 yards. I did not enjoy this part at all. I hate the rotary cutter. Okay, so since the last time you saw me, I did go ahead and cut out the waistband for the mock-up and added the elastic from the fitted sheet as the elastic for the waistband, just again to practice sewing elastic onto a sheet or onto fabric. And so that's what we've got here. The way that I got the measurement was again from I'm gonna have to double check this again, the DIY designer, she'll be listed below. Anyway, that video, I really should have double checked her name, and I guess I could, I just gotta go grab my phone. But anyway, is you took the largest part of your hips and then divided that by 7, and that gave you your radius. And so when the blanket or fabric is folded, you just cut the corner from that radius. And so I have 44-inch hip divided by the 7 was like 6.2 something. So I just did 6 and tried it on, and it did just fine. So that's what we did. And so now we're about to try sewing it. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so let's see how that's going to happen a lot. Not exactly the most careful person. Where's the back? Let's start with the back. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty rough. I think what I need to do, I'm gonna undo it and repin it. I think I'm also gonna shorten the elastic, because that's the other thing, is like it's still way too big. It was supposed to like shrink up and gather, and I don't think I did it right. Well, I mean, I know I didn't do it right. I'm just not sure exactly like what I wasn't doing correctly. So I'm gonna undo this, and then I'm gonna watch a video again, and then I'm gonna come back and try again. And so I'll be back. As you can see, it's the next day, and I'm already working on the actual fabric for the skirt. The mock-up did go well last night. I'm not sure what happened to the footage, but it did go well. I did end up having to not use the elastic from the bed sheet. I ended up having to use a new elastic because that elastic was just too worn out. But it did go well, enough that I decided to go ahead and and make the actual skirt. So you see me measuring out my waist measurement for the waist of the skirt. Wow, that's really good description there, Laura. Anyway, I'm measuring out in order to cut for my waist. If you would like a more detailed description of what I am doing here, I will link the video down below. Trying to be so precise. I don't know what I'm going to do with that circle, but I'm going to figure out something to do with it later. This fabric was really nice, and I wouldn't mind actually making more clothes out of it. It's just the cheap flannel cotton at Joann, and it was real soft. It feels good when I wear it. I like it a lot. It's comfy. Get a little appearance from my kitty assistant, who mostly just let me know she liked the fabric by going and sitting on it for a while. Did I say for a while? She sat there for a while. And she made herself very comfortable. Ooh, new bed. Finally about to sew the waistband onto the skirt. I realized I pinned it wrong, and I'm gonna have to repin it. Par for the course with me and sewing, but it is what it is. I learned. So I'm about to sew it all out and repin the entire thing. The skirt did turn out really well. Like I said in the beginning, like it a lot. I do need to go back and touch up a couple of areas where I didn't quite get the fabric on, but here we go.